wouldn't you like a software that can start small and grow just as you do? Well, here at Aegina, that's exactly what has happened over the last 25 years with PSL Datatrack. I'd like to talk about your inbuilt system of PSL. You are, to my knowledge, the longest serving customer I've heard of PSL. For over 25 years you've been using that system. So how has that supported the growth in your company over that time to do all these different sectors and industries?
I think it has played quite crucial, like a centered role, because PSL we started out very small. We started out with 2 modules. So the sale, quotations and works orders. And our turnover at the beginning was like 800,000 a year. Now we are definitely making 3.2 million this year, probably even 3.3. So originally when we started with like 5 seats only, very small, couple of modules, because everything was new, everything was tiny. The quality requirements wasn't so high as they are now. But over the time, as the company grew to achieve where we are now, basically the company invested buying more and more modules. And so basically in 2006, we purchased calibration module, stores like materials, like goods in, materials module, which basically now supports us on all traceability, which we have
which is
in
obviously
factory.
becoming a really important part.
It does.
Most customers now want that traceability to prove where everything's come from.
Exactly, and we can provide 100% traceability on all of the material which arrives on site. And that goes through not just that we can say, oh yeah, we know where it came from. It's printed on their paperwork. It's all done through PSL.
Right.
So on PSL, we place an order of material. It comes in, we GRN it in. Then it goes on all of our works orders, which again are printed from PSL, from Mick's quotes, which he originally does. And then all of the process goes through the shop floor. For example, we schedule all our jobs so we know what our lead time is going to be. And that's done through PSL.
And that must be nice for customers who contact you saying, can I have an update on this job? Because for you, that's really easy. You can pretty much, from what we talked about earlier, you can do that from home. You can log into the system wherever you are.
Exactly.
So you're not even leaving a customer waiting till tomorrow when you're back in the office. You can find out wherever you are.
Exactly. And that is really good thing. And we know that, for example, Mick would receive like a quotation request. Oh, I really need this job in 2 weeks. Okay, let's see what we can do, because we will always try to help our customers.
Through to see if there's any little gaps with
exactly. We can
obviously.
You could actually move the system as well we've got a little bit of time on that machine. Perfect. We can get that job in.
Exactly. So there is something called Gantt charts, so we can see where the gaps would be.
Right. Okay.
And then if the hours allow us, what Mick allocates, the hours allow us, we can slide that job in without affecting other customers' jobs.
Right.
So, which is really valuable.
Well, that must be good for other customers as well, because obviously sometimes if somebody comes in and says, I need this tomorrow, look, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to push your job back a day but now you don't have to, because you can find that gap to get it in.
Yes.
So, Michael, how has PSL changed over the time you've been here? Because obviously you must have been here from when PSL was first introduced.
As like Ieva said, it was originally, we just started with the quotation module and the works order module, and then as we built up, as I say, we added the modules to it, and that ends. And like the goods in module, the materials, it's so much easier to use now, because if I'm quoting a job and that, I can just go into our material stocks through PSL and find exactly what we've got in stock. If there's a piece that obviously on an urgent quotation that I'm doing, I can check our material stocks to see if we've actually got it in stock, and then that will reduce our lead time as well if we've got materials in stock. It just makes the job so much easier. We actually go and search for materials.
Walking around with the vernier trying to find that what bit of material that's good as your job.
Works all on the system, as I say, and it just makes it
and because
so much easier to.
Yeah, and all our materials are ordered into a specific specs and things like that. So the traceability and the chance that we can access everything on the system, we can check that the certs actually conform with what the customer wants for that specific quote.
And you're using PSL over the whole shop floor. It's not just in the office.
Yes.
So how does PSL make running the shop floor easier as well? Because if you've got PSL in the turning section, do you know when that job's moved to milling or to inspection?
So we have, for example, when Mick quotes the job, we know how many hours it's going to take. So I am rerunning the schedules. You can see the charts later. I can show them to you. So we produce these charts, how we quote to our customers. When the orders come in, we put them in system, and the information, the hourly information is drawn through to the schedules. And then we basically, each week, we rerun the schedules to accommodate all of the work which has come in, and then we issue the sheets to shop floor. So they work in line what we have asked to meet our target dates for our customers, because PSL gives you the option. Like, if you are in my position where I need to look after the spend, the invoicing, know how many orders are coming in, I would need to run it by capacity. Our capacity has to be full. I'm running by capacity. I can see, okay, we have filled so much from the monthly, what we need to get in for a month. But from shop floor view, it's completely different. I'm running them by target date, because they need to satisfy that the customers get what they want and when they want it. So it's the same module, but gives two completely different views. It depends how you use it.
So the shop floor get what they need to see.
Exactly.
They don't get everything. They only see what they need to see to get that job out on time. So let's be honest, the last 25 years has been great, and we are looking forward to the next 25.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, yes. Yeah, just how
I think they should be really good, because we can see that there are potential markets for us, and PSL have supported us so far. So obviously we are aligned that that's what they're going to keep doing for another 25 years.